usually, we get out to the showroom and he's out back playing cricket or football with the mechanics, or at his desk planning logistics for our next stag do or boys' holiday. So on this particular occasion, I head up there, and when I arrive, I see Flint in his office, at his desk with one of his employees. He waves me in, and on entry, I hear the employee say to Flinty, "Are you sure we're allowed to do this?" At which point Flinty says, "Look, Carlos, do you want an iPad too or what?" Yes, Mr. Flynn, whatever you say, Mr. Flynn. Yeah, okay. So a bit unimpressed with the atmosphere in the room, I ask Flinty what's going on. Flinty goes on and tells me his brainwave. So at Ford UK, we have a customer feedback scheme where customers from all dealerships in the country fill out these forms, and whoever gets the best feedback gets an award, or an iPad 2, and an iPad 2. So I have decided, with a little bit of help from Carlos, to hold back these forms and fill them out ourselves with results I predict the customers would have given in this place. Genius, eh? So, on another day, I head up to the showroom where nothing ever happens. I walk into his office and Flinty's on his computer, busy sorting out his fantasy football team. "All right, son," I say. He just looks up, folds his arm, and has a really smug look on his face. "What's up with you?" I say. He just points up to a shelf behind him, where a shiny little award is sitting. "Got the wall, didn't I?" A little sceptical. I say, "Oh yeah." "Yep." Customer feedback. The whole of Ford UK. I look at him in disbelief. Is this a joke? Is this a wind-up? Is this kid for real? Has he forgotten what he told me 2 weeks ago in this very office? He wasn't joking, because as I was about to leave his office, he went to his middle drawer. "Oh, one more thing. I was so good, they gave me an iPad too." Flinty does all the classic salesman tricks, like getting the customer to sign the payment plan whilst covering the APR with his tie or a second pen. But all jokes aside, Flinty is very good at his job and has definitely excelled in what he's done. At 27, he was the youngest Ford manager in the whole of UK by 8 years, and throughout his time there has won a lot of legitimate awards. He's made such an impact on the company over the years that he's been told that there will be plenty of job opportunities in the organisation when he returns. However, that may have changed if anyone of any importance is listening right now to this speech. Stag do. Yep. That was pretty tame. These are Flinty's boxer shorts from the first night out in Magaluf, where we got 4 dominated chicks to have their wicked way with him. €50 well spent, I reckon. Around the pool, it was quite disconcerting when asking Flinty, and Danny Wells knew more answers about Sophie when we played a little game of Mr. and Mrs. I hear those 4 get on really well these days. Great effort from the boys making the trip, and 15 lads in blue wolf suits, and Flinty wearing a pink one really stood out, even on the Magaluf strip. Just a special mention to my wife for allowing me to go on this stag do. High pressure situations is often talked about when playing international rugby. Facing New Zealand haka at Twickenham in front of 80,000 people is nothing compared to having to tell Flinty that I might not be able to make his stag do, because my daughter had just been born, was only 4 days old. Flinty would say, "I totally understand, mate, if you can't make it, but you do realise how important my stag do is." Once again, thanks a lot, Trudy. Flinty is a top bloke and has been my best mate for several years, and I can honestly say he would do anything for anyone apart from by the first round. He is a great lad to put in front of a cab so he can bore the cabby to death about football or the motor trade. The cab usually costs us double, but at least we don't have to succumb to the cabby's boring chat. As we have heard, no doubt, Adam met the beautiful Sophie in Oceana. Contrary to what Flinty said, I feel the only reason Sophie was interested because this is one of the few times that he didn't use rubbish jokes, backflips, and cigarette tricks to woo this beautiful woman. I've always been quite protective over my mate Finny. That always meant when he settled down, he had to be with somebody perfect for him. I think you'd all agree that these two are like two peas in a pod. And I know today will have been a true reflection of both their personalities. I bet their wedding was just perfect. I know, because I've already spoken to my wife on the phone, that Sophie looks absolutely stunning today. She's such a loving and caring person, I can honestly say that Sophie has brought out the best in Adam. And even though I'm best man, these two are best friends. Adam would have never thought of doing this travelling lark a few years ago, and I can't begin to tell you how excited he is. This is of course because he gets to spend 24/7 with his soulmate. Myself, with everybody in the room, wish you both all the luck and happiness you both deserve, and may your life be fulfilled with plenty of adventure long after the travels. I'm so sorry and gutted I can't be there today with you guys. I'm there in spirit, and I'll definitely be thinking of you guys all day. Still, I know how hard lots of people have worked to help make this special day as amazing as it has been, and personally I'd like to thank them all. My biggest thank you, however...
Oh, the biggest thank you.
Oh, hold that.
Thank Adam and Sophie for this lovely free fitted suit. The whole thing turned up on time. Well, most of it anyway. Please join me. The bride and groom, Adam and Sophie. Cheers.
Cheers!
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.